everybody, and welcome to another episode of Hop Takes here on Milwaukee Beer Review. As always, I'm Josh.
I'm Ross.
And tonight, we head to Amherst, Wisconsin, and we are going to try a big old barrel-aged beer from Central Waters tonight. So, Ross, why don't you tell all the kind folks out there exactly what we're drinking?
So we picked this up a couple days ago, actually at their Milwaukee location. This is one of their 26th anniversary releases, and this one specifically was this is their anniversary stout, aged in Buffalo Trace rye barrels for a whopping 35 months. So just under 3 years is set in a barrel. We don't have an ABV on it. I think we can kind of assume 12
13, 14% probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they've been doing more and more variants off their anniversary beers the last couple of years, which is really cool. Normally, just kind of like the anniversary and then maybe one other, maybe a brandy barrel, a bourbon barrel. They've gotten really creative the last couple of years. They do kind of timed releases throughout the year, but this one came out within their last anniversary group. I don't think I've had any of their 26 this year. I haven't anything of the anniversary, so I have no baseline or anything to get this off of. But yeah, very excited to crack open a 22-ounce beer on a Wednesday night. Make for a fun Thursday.
Don't drink all of it.
I'm not going to waste it.
Let's crack this up. Maybe it won't be good.
What kind of a heathen do you think I am?
Maybe it won't be good.
I doubt that.
All right, so we'll pour this thing out. My guess is it will be nice and jet black.
So, yep, nice and black. Good, minimal but good copper tan head that you get with those barrel-aged beers. Always a good sign. I know we talk about that all the time, but always a good sign. So.
Yep, it looks like a pretty solid barrel-aged stout. To the nose we go. Wow.
I mean, really good barrel characteristics. I think rye always adds a nice little sweetness kind of mash to it. But I mean, it's straight barrel spirits.
It's a super boozy nose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, 35 months in those barrels. I'm expecting this to be a little thinner and more on the boozy side.
Yeah. And the good thing, it's not like a sharp booze. It's not like a sharp burning at all. It's very pleasant. Very much, if you just want kind of a classic barrel-aged beer, that's what you want on the nose.
It's a nice rye bourbon nose. Mm-hmm. You got a little bit of the barrel char in there, a little smokiness behind it, and some of the maltiness from the stout is coming through, but booze forward on the nose.
Yeah, very much.
All right. Try this thing out.
Cheers.
Yes.
So it's just pretty smooth. Like with it being booze forward, I expect a little more of a bite. And I don't think it's got that big of a bite. It's definitely booze on the palate as well. A good kind of like chocolate fudginess I think you're getting from the barrel. A little bit of sweetness kind of towards the end I'm getting. Not a ton, but it's kind of there. And like a little char. Not overly smoky or anything or overly burnt, but a little bit of a char on it as well.
It's a pretty tasty rye barrel-aged stout.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, there's a little bit of that like rye earthy sweetness to it, but it's not super heavy. I think the mouthfeel is actually a little more medium to heavy than I was expecting. It's a little chewier than I was expecting this to be a lot thinner than it is. It feels a little thin on the front end, but I feel like it actually like thickens up mid palate and out the back. Like you get like a thicker barrel-aged stout with a little more vanilla that kind of floats in out the back of it too. Like the rye characters and some of that sweet earthy note kind of hits up front, and then it like thickens up a little bit and you get a little bit more like of the like vanilla characters out of the barrel. It's a good beer. This is not bad.
This is good. And I mean, just being, there's no variants, nothing that they're doing to this other than putting a barrel for 3 years and let it sit. It's refreshing. I think sometimes, like, and I enjoy them. I think you and I talk them a lot. There's so many different variants of these types of stouts out there, and they're good and they're fun. But sometimes guys just get really traditional, and this one really hits that spot. If you just want like a straight barrel aged beer, you want any sort of fluffs or anything, I think this one really nails it. I will agree that what you said, like the earthiness. I think that was how I was looking. I think it said char, the earthiness that the rye brings out. I think adds a good character to this. I'll be honest, the base anniversary stout from Central Waters, I don't always find to be fantastic. I like it, but it's not my favorite beer. I'd rather get their Black Gold and some of their other like regular barrel aged releases that they do in like 12 ounce. But this one I really like. I think this is actually one of the better ones I've had so far from them in a while. But I also really do enjoy rye stouts. I think they offer a little bit more. I think they give you a little more booze. And a little more, I'll say char, you say everything. Yes, I think it's the same thing, really, that we're saying.
I love the like lingering vanilla note that I get on the tongue with this particular beer. Like it's definitely like a vanilla character that's stronger than other parts of this beer on the back end and what lingers. So that's always a good sign for me. Okay. So the 26th anniversary barrel aged stout, aged in what barrels was it again?
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace for 35 months. Yikes, that's a long time. What are you saying on Untappd? On a
I'm
five?
a 4.25. I really like it. I think it's a good 4.25. I wouldn't say it's like a top end 4.25. It's right there. It's good. That little like what you're saying, that vanilla kind of fudginess, the nose gets it from that 4.25. It's just very solid, very traditional in a good way. Good 4.25 beer.
Yep. I'm going 4. Slightly under you on this. I'm spoiled by so many good barrel aged stouts that we drink now that whereas maybe a few years ago this might have been 4.25 or even a 4.5 beer for me. It doesn't quite hit that to me. There's just better stouts that I personally enjoy more. I still think a 4 is a really darn good score, and I think this beer is really good. So if you're looking at a variant of the 26th anniversary stouts from Central Waters and you like rye, this is a great choice. Just a good beer overall.
Yep. I would agree. Good stuff.
Right. Well done, Central Waters. We've got a Black Gold episode coming up sometime here soon. You got to get that in because we've got. Yeah, we're overdue. So good stuff here. Have you tried any of the 26 variants? Have you tried this specific one? Let us know in the comments what you think or how wrong we are. Check us out on the rest of our social media channels. We are on Facebook. We are on Untappd. We are on Instagram. We are on TikTok sometimes. And we are also here on YouTube. So like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see all of you in the very next episode.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye. Bye.